Well, we had justices who disagreed. You never control the judges. I'm having a hard time absorbing the logic of the opinion, though. It's going to take me a while.
What about the logic is off or unsound to you?
Well, we made our case in our brief, and I still stand by those arguments, and particularly the argument on the State Corporation Commission. General Assembly has treated similar entities as public service corporations, and all public service corporations have to have their rates authorized by the State Corporation Commission. And there's no guideline that I can see that would limit, on another issue, the toll versus tax issue. The entire region can be tolled now if it's called a project, because they're all connected. That's the nature of transportation. So the people using one established facility they've already paid for can pay for the Patriots Crossing. The guidelines, we had four theories on the non-delegation issue. And one was there were no adequate standards. There are adequate standards for some purposes, congestion pricing, for example, but there's no adequate standard for the setting of the tolls, and I don't see that the opinion addresses that.
So this has ramifications far beyond
it's
Midtown, downtown.
Oh, far beyond. It's statewide ramifications.
So the moral of the story here is expect more tolls on projects if the state decides that they're going to engage in these kinds of public-private
Expect elected officials to use non-elected people to make the hard decisions. That's really what has been at the bottom of this case since the beginning.
And you think that's passing the buck?
Well, that's the notion of the non-delegation theory, that elected officials ought to be accountable for imposing things. When you take money from one person's pocket and put it in another's, that clearly is something that elected officials ought to be accountable for, not through layers, not through unelected people and bureaucrats, and private companies in this case.
Was there anything, I know you talked about, what else was confusing? What else was hard for you to swallow with the briefing here? With what I know you've only got 5 minutes to read it, but is there anything else that's
there are a number of things. The concurring opinion says that things the judge didn't rule on shouldn't be considered. That escapes me. If we make the argument below and the judge doesn't rule on it, it doesn't mean it can't be raised in the. That's a novel theory to me. I don't understand that. But that was a one-person concurring opinion. I had difficulty following the opinion, frankly.
That was McClanahan.
McClanahan, yeah.
And then, because this is final judgment, there is no other.
There's no
recourse. This is it.
Legislative. There's no judicial remedy.
Just sum it up, when you walk away from here, what's for the people of Portsmouth and the people of Hampton Roads and the people for the Commonwealth? I mean, what do you walk away with the? I know you don't have a final thought yet, but what do you walk away with here?
These kind of deals, I think, offend the people of Hampton Roads. Many of them, certainly the people in Portsmouth, were not the only ones affected, and that continues. That kind of backroom deals, the private deals between big corporations and VDOT, will continue.
You said there might be a legislative solution. Is that something that?
No, I'd say that's just in the abstract. The only recourse is legislation. Change the PPTA, the Public-Private Transportation Act.
But at this point, even if the legislature got that in its mind, that wouldn't do anything to interfere with this current ERC deal going forward?
No.
Are you heading down to Hampton Roads now to talk to some of the clients?
Maybe later on, yeah.
Okay.
Well, we appreciate it. Thanks,
okay,
Pastor.
good to see you.